Yes, what's happening, people? And welcome back to GavGoesIn. So yeah, carrying on our Next Gen 50, and we're going to be moving on to a player that I think, could be a star of the future. I think he's only 20 years of age. Just recently went to Bayer Leverkusen for 30 million euros, I believe. Obviously, Ten Hag getting sacked there, so obviously he wasn't getting the best out of him. But yeah, I think he's definitely got a lot of ability. From what I've seen of him, kind of attacking midfielders that I like, good in the tight spaces. Kind of reminds me, of a little bit of a Eden Hazard, the way he plays in terms of, his trickery on the ball, the way he can maneuver out of tight spaces, with his foot, with his skill, his technique, very good first touch as well. Obviously come from Monaco, Moroccan international, and that is Eliesse Ben Seghir. When he was rumoured to be leaving Monaco, I was hoping United, kind of made an inquiry, but wasn't ever to be serious really. But yeah, I like him, man. I like him. Gone to Bayer Leverkusen, and I believe he's been brought in as the Florian Wirtz replacement. And again, you can see why they brought him in to be the Florian Wirtz replacement, because Wirtz obviously was, quite diminutive in height and didn't really have the physicality. Ben Seghir is probably someone a bit more similar to that, and again, but in terms of the ability on the ball that Wirtz had, Ben Seghir has that. So he's been brought in, I believe, to be the Wirtz replacement. And yeah, I do think he's definitely going to be someone that will be talked about in the future for sure. So I think he's got a lot of ability, comfortable off both feet, again, just like someone like Nusa that I mentioned before, very good in terms of the change of direction. And as I said, yeah, I think he's someone, for me, if Bayer Leverkusen are going to have a good season, I think he's going to have to be at the forefront of it, and Leverkusen have bought a few younger players. They actually bought a player in that I spoke about before called Christian Kofane from, I can't remember the team, might have been Tenerife or something like that. And he was actually linked to Man United. So again, the way they're going with the younger players to replace what they've lost, I do think Ben Seghir is going to be one of them players that's going to be heading that as well. And again, if we just go through some of the numbers, so for Monaco, 87 appearances, 21 goals and assists combined, which is decent. A few appearances in the Champions League as well. And 11 caps and 3 goals for Morocco as well. So, again, another player that debuted at 17. So, again, the pattern with a lot of these players that I've done, they've all made their debut for their clubs at ages of 17 and 18. A lot of them is no older than 18. They're making their debuts, So, again, it just shows you that these players are on their way to the top, to stardom. But again, with football, it just depends, if they can keep them on the straight and narrow and how much work they're putting into their game. But I think someone like him, Ben Seghir, is definitely one for the future for me. And I wouldn't be surprised in the future if he does end up at a Bayern Munich, a PSG, hopefully a Man United, a Man City, Chelsea, one of them teams there. Because I do think, he has got the ability to play for one of them teams. Maybe a Barca or Real Madrid, you never know as well. Because I do think he has got the quality to play for them. And again, I think Bayer Leverkusen have got a very, 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 very good player there. And again, it's going to be up to him this season. They probably started slow as a team, Bayer Leverkusen. But he's going to have to, he's going to have to pick up his game and the team as well to show that they can be a force to be reckoned with this season. But as I said, yeah, I do think he's a very, very good player, very talented player. And with a lot of Moroccan players anyway, these guys are always technically sound, from that region of the world. Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, they do produce technically sound players. Algeria as well. They do produce technically sound players, and I think he's another one of them. So, yeah, as I said, I think he's definitely one to watch. But guys, yeah, let me know what you think about Ben Seghir. Do you think he's got another big move in him? Do you think he's someone that will be keeping that other teams will be keeping a close eye on him? And do you think he's someone that can replace Florian Wirtz in his Bayer Leverkusen team? You know, let me know what you think. Make sure you smash the like button and sub to the channel. And yeah, I'll and of course, obviously, guys, make sure you share the content as well. So share it. You know, watch the playlist. Let me know what you think on other players. And as I said, make sure you watch my other content as well. Big up yourselves each and every time. And I'll catch you guys in a bit. Take it easy.